Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. Sorry for the lack of videos last couple of days. There hasn't really been much news and I didn't get trying to do what I was going to do yesterday. Today's just sort of a roundup of all the news that's been out there last couple of days. Obviously the big one was yesterday. Mark Noble announced as the new sporting director, and apparently it's been reworded by the top dogs like Sullivan and all that, he is actually like director of football. Which is good. I have to say, we know Mark Noble's a ledge. And it is good that we're going to have a real fan, on that board. Yes, he's not going to have service season tickets and all that stuff, as Simon Jordan pointed out. But actually, in terms of the direction of the club and signings and who to sell and, what messages it actually sends out to the club and the fans, it's good to have Mark there. I think he will be quite active. Yeah, we know he has quite a good relationship with Moyes. We'll have a lot of responsibility on the youth development and stuff like that, and how the club plays and the smooth transition. That's like the proper role of a football director, is that smooth transition, so that a youth player can easily make that transition into the first team because they all play the same sort of style. He will be a big part, if Moyes was to get sacked, of identifying a new manager that again can create that smooth transition in terms of style of play. So yeah, I'm all for it. It doesn't start till January, but yeah, it's good to get these people involved. Like, for years, I read Harry Redknapp's book recently, and I know Paul did, talking about Bobby Moore, how the club treated him, and can you imagine, if he would have been bought in all them years ago, Bobby Moore, the young England talent, the young talent anywhere in the world were turning up, and Bobby Moore's there, as the person who shows you around the club and things like that. And this is all sort of things that Mark Noble will hopefully be doing now. This is, what the club should have been doing years ago, and finally it looks like they're doing the right thing. Other news, obviously, you would have seen a few things out there about Moyes has been given the 100% backing. We know that sometimes, doesn't mean anything. And a fantastic video from Gonzo the other day saying that, when Sullivan and Gold have come out and said that before, managers are usually gone within 6 weeks if they haven't turned it around. So, it'd be very interesting to see what happens with Moyes. But yeah, I think he'll be given a bit more time. It's hard. I don't want to talk too much about it until I get together with Paul again. We do a podcast about that. But yeah, what was the other thing I read? Schumacher has come out and said some stuff about how the training ground's quite quiet, and he was quite surprised about that. But Mancini has come out and said that, I thought it would take him a few months to get used to the Premier League. But in fairness to Schumacher, he's not really been given a chance in the Premier League, and every time he's been given a chance in Europa League, he scored and played well. So I don't read too much into that. What was the other thing I read? Oh, the only other thing is that apparently this was Claret and Hugh. This was that West Ham are, open, more and more open now to selling Declan Rice in the summer. We sort of knew that anyway. We knew we weren't going to go beyond this summer. Be looking for in the value of 100 million for him. And yeah, if that is the case, so be it. We have to move on from Declan. And these preparations need to come. And if he is going to go at the end of the season, so be it. Do you know what I mean? We can't. No one's bigger than the club. And people sit on here going, what sort of messaging does it send if he does go? Yeah, ideally you'd want him to stay for the rest of his career, but we have to be realistic. He's becoming more and more disillusioned by the way we're playing. The players around him are not to the level. He can't do it all by himself, and he'll want to go and earn more money and win some trophies. And yeah, it would not surprise me if he's gone next summer. And a few others may go as well. Yeah, be interesting to watch the games tonight. Obviously, Schumacher and Emerson will come up against maybe Bowen and Rice if they're both on a pitch at the same time. So they could have four Hammers on the pitch at the same time tonight. You've got Brazil playing as well tonight with Paqueta. So, there's a few things to watch out for tonight. Apart from that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That's the sort of news roundup, just short and sweet. Nothing, bit of an unstructured video, but I thought I'd better get a video out there because I ain't spoke to you guys for a while. Thank you for all the views and the comments recently. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I believe it's only about 80 away now from 4K, a target that we've been aiming for such a long time, but it looks like we're going to hit it very, very soon. Till next time, guys, come on, you eyes, keep believing. Let's go.